We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
One fluff. Game situation. Let's go. Touch 50, touch 50. 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. They pick it up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Third and 1. Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Forward on the stop.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Short going with their tight end. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's is the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run with Dallas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 9.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run with Dallas. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. from the gun. Here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Across midfield at the 48.
Third and short yardage. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Play action now. Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down now, it's Cook. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
On the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
First down, Minnesota.
Here we go. Mike 5-9. There we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Vikings 20, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
On the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Todd Davis. Wilson, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Wilson will throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A first down throw for Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
On the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cousins. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Touchdown, Vikings! Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
This is the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Another run, again it's Dallas. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Bit of a surprise, they ran it on 3rd and medium, proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just a yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Maybe a free play here. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ford on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
The ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Try to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the 24, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 2.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On first down, it's Cook. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Complete.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
The Vikings first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.